I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, does it?
This is what a town is supposed to be like. This is a place people can feel connected to.
Yeah. Well, it's got a nice, boy, this is got a nice feel to it over here. Then you got a little Mexican grill here. The Clark building.
That's a new one. That's a new construction downtown.
Built in 2000, but made to look old.
To try and blend in with the historic downtown.
One of the questions that we get asked a lot here at the exhibit is why did he choose Chapman University to leave his estate and his collection to? So Huell, as I said, is from Tennessee. He went to the University of Tennessee. He did not go to Chapman.
He lived in Palm Springs.
He lived in Palm Springs, a few hours away, so he's not a local. But he did do an episode on Old Town Orange, the city of Orange, which is where Chapman is located. However, he neglected to come to Chapman when he did that episode.
I'm sure the city is proud of all of its parks.
Yes, indeed.
But this is a real gem here. Tell us about this little park.
Well, this is what we call a pocket park, Huell, and it's been growing with this beautiful vegetation since 1912 when it was the home of Henry and Grace Pitcher.
So our president at the time, Jim Doty, he saw the episode and he said, "Hey, why did you skip Chapman? You missed a really great university on your tour."
Now, how did all of this badminton, is the city of Orange a perfect place to have this going on?
Oh yes, in fact they were very supportive when my dad approached them with the idea of building this badminton club, and they helped us with all the planning and getting all the legal and the business angle all taken care of, so we were very happy to work with them.
Boy, they really get into it, don't they?
So he wrote Huell a letter, and Huell received the letter and gave President Doty a call and said, "Hey, tell me about this school of yours." And it was just through that connection that they developed a friendship, and over the years continued that friendship. Huell was a commencement speaker in 2011 at Chapman University, and then eventually decided that Chapman was the right place to leave his legacy. He wanted it to be in California, and really felt that Chapman was a good home for his collection.
We just had graduation.
Yeah.
And we graduated yet another year of students who are going off to do other things. And the science students go off to advanced degrees in medicine and the...
What I think is appropriate too for Huell Howser being here too is your renowned film department.
It's the Dodge College of Film and Media Arts, and it has grown from a small department in the English department for film studies, and now we're top in the world, maybe number 5 or 6 in the world. You can only get into that film school with a portfolio. It's capped. It's very difficult, so a student of the Dodge College of Film and Media Arts is really an exceptional person who goes off and really makes a difference telling stories.
So when Huell passed away in January of 2013, his fans, really felt the loss, and we got a lot of contributions from fans to what we call the Memorial Collection. So it's just a collection of thoughts and well wishes and messages in memory of Huell, just because he meant so much to so many people. So we do also have this memorial collection in his honor. Another part of the exhibit that we have is actually about the work that the actual work that he did on the show. So we have the actual camera that Luis Fuerte, his cameraman, used, the microphone that Huell took with him on all of his journeys. We have an example of one of their production schedules. So this is actually how Huell would map out all the different road trips that they went on, all the different locations that they visited, his turnaround time. By the end of his career, he was extremely efficient. He didn't need to do multiple takes. He hardly needed to edit his footage at all. He really had it down to a science, and this calendar is just one example of how they actually did the work that went into the show. And then over here to my right, we have a setup of Huell's office. So this is all of his original office furniture set up the way that he had it arranged. his actual desk, the TV and tape player that he would use when he was reviewing footage. That notepad is his actual notepad with his own notes on it. He would go through and write down timestamps of how he wanted things cut, the different footage cut together. And then again, just some other interesting mementos, souvenirs, found art, things that he had in his home, all things that were meaningful to him.
Found art?
Found art, yes.
First time I walked in here and saw this, I was just blown away. And I said, I got to do a story on this. And you were so gracious.
Well, thank you so much for visiting. It's always great to share Huell with his fans.